Alright guys, have you ever come across animations such as this in web development? I'm going to show you how I created a design with masking animation. Let's get started. So now as you can see, I have my screen with the color of black. Why? Because I placed this element here with background black, height screen, display flex, justify content center, and item center, meaning I'm going to place everything that's inside it to the center. So I'm going to create a div, like a box, and that div we're going to give a class name of just width. We're going to give it a width of 300 pixel, a height of 200 pixel also, and then lastly a border of around 2, then border white. Now that's what happens. So that's shown on the screen, alright? So now what I need to do now is to now inside here where our masking actually takes place is a div inside here, and that div is going to take a class name of absolute. Why? Because we want to create a masking around this parent element now, because this is a parent element, this one right here. So I'm going to give a class name of relative. That's the position. Why? Because by default in Tailwind, whenever you have a parent element with a relative position and you give whatever inside a position of absolute and you write insert at 0, automatically, meaning that it actually covers the element around. Now watch, if I remove this background, this border white, and then I place a border right here, a border of let's say 4 or 2, and then border should be red, or let's use this red amber. Now watch what happens. Can you see it cover? It's here, right here, right? But because I okay, border right, let's give the border right now, make this only border. So border amber 300, meaning that yeah, it's going to cover the whole screen. Can you see it's covering, right? Because by default the child element actually covers the children element when you have an insert, 0, and an absolute. Alright, so now next on the line is to mask this image that we have. To mask this image, I'm going to use the framer motion, and to do that I'm going to import I'm going to import several things from framer motion. So yeah, I'm going to say the use motion templates, and I also need the use motion value from framer motion, and lastly I'll need the motion, and I'll need an animation also. So that basic things I will need actually. Now to do that, next on the line here is I'm going to create the x and y position. So const x percentage equals to the use motion value, and the use motion value we're going to use starting from 0. I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. Write 0 inside, and then do the same thing for the y percentage also. Copilot suggests for me, so I'm going to pick it, and then yeah, that's it. So the next in line is to now create a masking effect. This showing me an error saying okay, this is a refresh. Okay, yeah. So now this, for us to create this the masking effect as a style around it, I'm going to use this use motion template. So I'm going to say const mask image equals to the use motion template. Use motion templates. Yep. Okay, now what we need to do here is to use the backtick. Now right here Copilot suggesting a linear gradient for us, but no, I don't want a linear gradient, I need a radial gradient. Okay, let's pick what Copilot's giving us here. Copilot saying circle at x percentage, y percentage, and blah blah blah. So I don't want this given right here. I want a black. Make this smaller so you can see. I want a black, and then I want a transparent, right? So from black to transparent right here. Okay, let me save this. Yeah, it's not on the screen. Why? Because this needs to be percentage. So x percentage, then percentage also attached to the back here. Now to apply this image, I'm going to create this that we have here. I'm going to remove this and create it as another component. I'm going to say const the max component equal to this and this. I'm going to paste it here. Now next on the line is now create a style. Yeah, so I'm going to create a style, and this style will now be our mask image. Yeah, mask to the mask image. And also we're going to use this WebKit mask image also because of in case of our browser being accepted of our browser or not. So next on the line is now it's not an, if you can see there's an error on the line here, right? Because we need an animation. This is being animated, it's changing values. Okay, so what I need to do here is use the motion div and make this a self-closing tag, remove this closing div that is here, and then backslash right here. So now let's see what happens. Let me open the and refresh. So you're going to see the stuff, but we're not going to see any animation taking place. Okay, no animation that's taking place here. Yeah, and also we have to import this component. So I'm going to say mask components. Yeah, I'm going to format this document so I can open it, and then yeah, so we have that now showing on the screen, right? So now, well, Copilot is giving us circle art, but I don't need circle art. I actually need to set my own percentage, which will be I want it to be 100 pixel and then 80 pixel. Okay, refresh that. I see the way it's showing now on the screen. Now to animate this going around and shining around that box, so what I need to do here is very simple. Create a use effect. Use the use effect hook. I'm going to say this. Create the arrow function without dependency, so it actually happens immediately starts loading the page. So I'm going to use an animation that I used right here. I'm going to say animation or animate, sorry, animate the x percentage through set of array, so from 0 to let's say 100 to 0 back again, then with the various things that we have. So we have a suggestion from Copilot. I'm going to accept this, and then I don't like using the is in, I like the set. Let's use this. Set in out. Yeah, let me use this. And then for the y value also, I'm going to copy and then do the same for the y value. I'm going to paste it and then do the y also here. And let's see what happens. Okay, I think this is meant to be under. I'm going to cut it and then bring it down here below this component here. So we'll paste it here and then let's see what happens. Now nothing's happening. Why? Because our image is not being animated. So why is it giving that problem? Let me see. Okay, now there's an underlined circle here giving us error with this. Let me see what happens. From 0 to 100 to 0, 0 to 100 0. Let me see the issue here. Invalid isn't type. Okay, we have an invalid isn't type that we used, so I have to remove this and make this yeah, second out, and let's make this linear. Okay, yeah, boom. So let's see what that gives us. So moves around the screen. Yeah, we have this beautiful animation right showing here, right? Moving very fast. But now I'm going to make this 5. Let me just make it slow. The higher the value, the slower it becomes. So let's refresh. Now can you see that movement round going, you know, looping front back? Can you see that motion? I can also increase the value of the duration if I want. I can come here and also change the border size to, let me say, 3. That's what that gives us. Yep, we have this beautiful masking effect coming around there, and that's it. If you find this, all right, please, if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and ask a question in the comment section. Have a great day. Thank you.